through the ice and were almost, you know, just the cold shock of it, you know, nearly consumed them. They managed to climb out at the end. Real scary stuff. Now we're on Dust2 instead. Vitality on the T side, Outsiders on the CT side, and we're getting straight into the action here. If they can steal their opponent's map pre-opening kill of Dust2.
I'm so surprised at the pace of this. Just rushing out long, never stopping, never slowing down. Out of utility now. That smoke's gonna allow them to cross, but no more flashbangs to put any pressure on this defense. They have to find a way into the bomb site. Look at the position of Qikert as well. He's ready and waiting.
Yeah, bomb going to be planted. They're so secure in this retake on the Outsiders part, so why not? 5 versus 4 down on long. Apex is realizing, yeah, nobody's really going to be showing up, and that retake is going to be started right now. Apex will probably have to try and help out a little bit. He caught headshots, but not enough to secure the round. Even without the kit, they're going to be able to have it here. Outsiders, good start.
That's a critical double peek from up top from Fame and Flit on the low end, because Flit's only got 6 HP. If they screwed up that coordination, that's a very winnable scenario for Apex. Yeah, the fact that they never knew Qikert was just huddled behind those boxes, he actually had a very fast pace to clear out the bomb site when the retake began that I don't think that the bomb site player expected whatsoever. But Vitality just going for a straight rush. It doesn't pan out at the end of the day.
Vitality, so crazy. Their investment into this round is obscene.
Yeah, the bomb plant is helping them out in a big way. Good tag with the scout shot onto Fame, down to 61 HP. You've got 3 Galils, excuse me, an AK-47. There's 2 smokes. That's the only utility, but they've got a lot of map control on Catwalk Quick. They could actually catch this defense off guard. This is a timing punish, and Spinks is lurking long.
Yeah, scary stuff right here. Qikert, though, good position, able to get the kill without taking really any damage in return. Smoke to try and slow them down, although they're going to use that as time. James revealing his position, but not getting the kill. Nice opening. That's everything they needed. Think of the pressure it puts on those 2 remaining A defenders. They know that they're in no man's land. They can't stand on that ramp any longer. James, they know that he's here. It's not going to be a surprise. And he swings for it, goes down. They probably need to save these last 2 M4s.
That kill from Spinks, that 1 kill was everything. It's not even the kill that really has the impact. It's the fact that, as you mentioned, it forces those defenders at the A bomb site to be in really awkward positions. The second player hopping up, I'll be wrecked because he knows he has to get into the bomb site, exposed to ZywOo, and the defense collapses. Well, struck from Vitality. That actually looked sketchy there for a moment. That didn't look like it was going to go their way until that kill comes out from Spinks to force the movement.
Yeah, they were slowed down just enough.
James never even able to reload either. He only had like 5 or 6 bullets when he committed to that fight after spamming into the smoke for the planter. So Vitality tied up immediately with the second round bye. Good victory.
M4s are saved, so at least Outsiders have a little bit of a high in this round. That Outsiders kind of knew how aggressive the buy was going to be for Vitality, so there's not a single MP9 in sight. They just had the M4s and the FAMAS. They were absolutely sure that something was coming, but still somehow could not make it. Yeah, frustrating. Who could blame him? So tied up early. Scout there on James. Apex is just watching for aggression. He's not watching to take any real battles here. Just wants to make sure that no one's sneaking through. And look at how careful.
Vitality as well, in a bigger sense, trying to capitalize on a fantastic run through the group stages. Undefeated in their group to take the top seed and get to skip into the quarterfinals. Looking to continue that success. And talking with a bunch of the players around, Vitality is one of those teams that you hear like the rumbles about in practice, about how well they're playing, about how much better they've gotten, about how much tougher they are to play against. There's a lot of respect at the moment in the pro scene for this Vitality squad.
Change, and then things kind of falling a little bit flat, and now bringing in Spinks. Interesting to see if this puzzle can work out in the end. It certainly seems to be doing quite well at the moment, so that's really cool. Fame, I like that. 40 seconds, though. They still have another couple of grenades behind it on the Outsiders team. Yeah, there we go. Smoke up as well, kind of forcing Vitality's hand a bit. Nay, that's right on top. That's a lot of damage onto Dupree. And another smoke going up. Oh, this is brilliant. They're actually playing a sick round right now, forcing Vitality down under 20 seconds. Actually, it's still just Fame on his own. No backup has shown up, and that one flashbang, that might be enough to win the round. I just think everything about this up until that last minute was sick.
Yeah, I mean, they did everything they could. That's not bad at all. I mean, the Fame using the Molotov to delay at B, forcing them down into lower dark, the smoke on Catwalk to force them out of middle, but unfortunately, the positioning from Outsiders just eventually outplayed themselves to a certain extent. Yeah, they were only able to have the one set of dualies to defend the B bomb site.
I mean, they were hurting them because they kind of almost would have wanted them to come to catwalk.
Important note as well, ZywOo was back towards T-spawn with that scout with the bomb until like the 37-second mark. Like, he was keeping track of how many players were jumping back and forth, of where that rotator was actually positioned. He was always meant there to be there to keep that information so that Vitality had a good sense of how many numbers were on each side of the map and eventually able to exploit it out mid. Here's the Molotov to slow things down. Dupree realizes he can't get anything done. Smoke on top of it is going to force them into to slow this in any way. ZywOo with the self-flash gets the only kill, the winning kill of the round.
Yeah, incredible stuff.
Still weapons to play with for Outsiders, though. 2 M4s they've managed to save up, and a scout as well on Jame.
And Apex still just wanted to take a look. Just not interested in running into James' scout at all. They're down the middle. Dupree is just now walking into lower dark, so a little bit sketchy if he has to take this fight entirely on his own. Jame already tagged up. Just Dupree realized that they are down there somewhere. Now he probably does.
Yeah, but Dupree might not want to actually take this fight. The only one here, he does swing. Oh, good shot on Norbert. That's one of the M4s dropped on Catwalk, and nobody else is at the A bomb site to recover it. They're going to have to boost up and take a risk to get on towards Cat to make this work, to get that rifle back in hand.
Ooh. Doesn't land on the hinge. That's what they wanted. Which it probably was. Deagle on Qikert. Down there to pick up the M4. I mean, if they can at least keep the M4s alive back into the real buy that's going to be coming up, that'd be really interesting. There's that smoke. Had to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
At about 40 seconds now.
And Outsiders is going to shift. As you mentioned, I think this is more than anything to keep the M4s alive. Starting to look like they want to stack over towards that B bomb site and just say, if you come here, great. If not, we've got the extra weapons. We don't have to rebuy it. Apex going to try and pick some off. Another tag through Flip, but that's through the telephone pole as well. It's been a very pacifist opening to this game.
Yeah, it has been.
Pacifists around the world rejoicing.
As much as it sucks to give up some rounds like these if you're on Outsiders, saving the M4 is certainly a much better way to do it.
Yeah, the value of the M4s is everything.
You know, alternative could have been losing some of these rounds with just USPs and no way to even fight back at all. So, but still, Vitality happy about what they're seeing. It's going to be battling. What do we say? Either Na'Vi or G2, depending on what's happening later in the day.
Yep, that's going to be the evening's matchup. That'll be brought to you by Sadakist and Sponge. You guys will want to stick around for that one. Obviously, that is going to be a very, very fun affair. I'm excited to watch that one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very, very explosive, no doubt.
Make myself a sandwich, grab a beer, have a good time with it.
Some cereal, perhaps, even, if you really...
3-1. Pick up more M4s and an AWP in the hands of Jame. Scout still in the hands of Apex. Vitality still happy to keep the weapons that they've been battling with.
Outsiders, we're not going to count them out at any point now because they've already proven on Mirage how resilient they can be, even in the face of some really tough odds. So,
seeing again these M4s really be prioritized by the T side to take advantage of the lack of head armor that CTs come out with and sometimes forget about or don't want to buy against the AK-47s, but that kind of... He was very close to peeking that edge and getting picked off. Peeks before the smoke plumes, but he wins the battle against Qikert. Still 2 defenders at the bomb site. Dupree's got another, and Flit is all on his own, and he's got 2 choke points to worry about.
Yeah, he's on an island. It doesn't matter what kind of records he was going to bring. He went down no matter what.
And that's it. Jame and Norbert can do nothing but save the weapons. Now, here's the nice thing. This goes to the kind of strategy that Outsiders have been playing with in terms of saving those M4s and not overcommitting themselves 3 and 4 after they've gone down. Is there's money to buy because they're going to get a 3-round losing bonus of 2,900, and they've already got a decent, enough of cash on Flit, Fame, and Qikert to rebuy the weapons. So another full buy in the next round for Outsiders due to their saving tactics in the previous rounds.
Yeah, they're scraping by. But man, some of these rounds are tough losses. I think, you know, if you go back and you replay that round, so much of the outcome of this round is going to be dependent just on the interactions between Qikert and that smoke and the peak behind it. There's a slight bit of timing goes another way if Qikert decides, you know, let me just stay here It's possible Dupree runs right in and just gets blown up immediately, but because Qikert is also, you can see, just taking a step while that's happening, yeah, Dupree will win that fight.
Yeah, he might be planning to like try and step in front of that smoke and just kind of gives him a half second in which he can't fully respond to the peek from Dupree. I'll pick down middle. Is going to be passed over to ZywOo after the fact. (4-1). You mentioned the resilience of Outsiders to stay alive and keep battling back on Mirage. Ended up being a 16-13 victory for Vitality. But remember also, they started out 7-0, or 0-7, I guess we should say, from the perspective of Outsiders. Like, that is... Resilience is great to have, but it's so hard to win when you're buried in that kind of a hole.
Sometimes it is more fun when you don't have to be resilient and you can just, you know.
Yeah, getting to avoid that problem altogether is a nice feeling.
Yeah. But they're not doing themselves any favors at the moment. James cruising into the middle with the AWP, looking to find something. Going to be smoked off, so it makes that job very, very difficult.
I do think they've done a great job, Outsiders, making some economic decisions. It's not like the sexiest and most exciting Counter-Strike, but it's given them opportunities to stop any kind of a run before it gets any worse than it is at the moment.
Yeah, although the one thing that's hugely different from this on the first map is how much money is on the Vitality, right? Because some of the saving also means Vitality double stack inside of the B-bomb side, though. And with the middle position here for James, they could be well defended. Still about 30 seconds.
I think Vitality might... Oh, this smoke was brutal. I was going to say, they probably love that counter utility that was just spent. Now when they execute onto this bomb site, they don't have to worry about Molotovs. But that smoke, I think they might have to find a timing to go through it. 20 seconds on the clock, and Outsiders is going to start putting together the puzzle.
Yes, but look at the utility. They have so many nades here. Deep Molotov to put pressure on Fame, and he's flashed as well. This is a big problem. 9 seconds on the clock, and there's the opening. Flit, he's gonna get the bomb plant. Oh, it is so well timed. This is exactly the kind of strat you would expect to see from Outsiders on their T side, and it gets used against them. Vitality, they had that done so well.
And Spinks helps set that up off camera. We didn't catch it. He's the sole player in middle. He drops a smoke on the pin. He jumps up on Xbox. He makes presence known, makes it known that at least somebody is coming up towards Catwalk. There was actually a third defender in middle that would have been able to support at the B bomb site when they initially Vitality forced out the counter utility, and he rotated back towards A. Spinks pulled him out of position to help whatsoever. It's another round win, but it's not a knockout punch on the arsenal of Outsiders. Because once again, with the losing bonus, James and Norbert are going to have plenty of money to drop 2 weapons over, and it's going to be another full buy round for Outsiders.
Yeah, that is kind of the upside of the moment. At least they have some economy that they can kind of keep working with. Also, obviously, the round loss bonus suddenly become a big factor here.
And you're exactly right. I mean, they pulled out so much counter utility with just like a double nade towards platform. They pulled out flashbangs, they pulled out HE, they pulled out Molotov. So when the hit eventually comes in, actually the defender on platform did a good job of dodging Molotovs, did a good job of dodging a couple flashbangs, but there were just so many coming and layered and tiered that you can't dodge them all. That's a great tactic from Vitality. They're up by 4 rounds.
And let's be honest, you know, if Flit in that back corner next to the car, if he gets the correct headshot on ZywOo running it with...
And they have to, and ZywOo has to stop to fight him.
Yeah.
It's probably over as well.
So very close.
Yep.
5-1 though. Look at the disgusting amount of money that they have on the Vitality side.
Yeah, they are filthy rich. ZywOo and Spinks have 14,000.
What would you do if you had 14,000 and you spend it right now today, Jason? You couldn't save it. It had to be right now.
Oh man, that's a great question. I'd probably, first of all, I'd upgrade my flights to business class.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd go that route.
Conservative. Oh. ZywOo going down. Nice aggressive push coming out. Flit wants to escape, but he cannot. Denied by Apex. Good catch, although they've lost a lot of map control on the Vitality side. Although I guess some teams will just say, fine, whatever, we're just going long then.
Yeah, they didn't necessarily like lose it. They never positioned anyone here. So this is a nice play from Fame to clear out lower and upper dark. I would imagine James is positioned with an AWP in middle, but he'll start shifting over as well.
A little pop. Oh, and it's great. Magisk stuck on the wall.
Yeah, he tried to get back. Just stuck. Oh, James survives the scare. He's going to get boosted up by ZywOo's ready for that follow-up peek if it is to come.
Yeah, just taking a look. They have the right idea.
Apex is being very bold at the moment.
What is he doing?
He just has no cares in the world. He's like, no one's peeking again.
Okay. Fine line between boldness and madness, I guess. Qikert. Oh, that's a lineup right there. He's going to get the headshot on Spinks. You love to see it.
Well done.
Outsiders, they feels like they deserve this round. They've had a hard time of it here. Apex going to take the AWP. Could he, I don't know if he even wants to throw it away, but close.
Right into the barrel. He's getting flanked as well, but it won't matter. Norbert takes him down. 5-2, and Outsiders get their first gun round on the board with 4 people surviving, so their money gets a little bit healthier. But as we mentioned, even losing the 1-for-1 trade with the aggressive push-up middle, it opened up the opportunity for Fame to clear out the entire B portion of the map. They knew for the entire round that nobody was in mid, that nobody was in lower or upper dark, and everyone could focus towards long.
AK taking the fight to James, not even afraid a little bit. That's pretty brave. But he lives to tell the tale, so I guess it's all right. ZywOo walking up scope, trying to check the corners. Yeah, he had the right idea. Knew every angle of that timing. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a nice little off angle. That's a dirty little off angle from Qikert. So ZywOo, that op at least scares Qikert back, but there was a chance there to have a 5-on-4. No punish whatsoever as we start creeping towards the mid-round. Long control for Vitality is nice. ZywOo can drop a pin smoke, so can Magisk if they want to keep some attention here. And it's a 2-1-2 setup for the moment for Outsiders. Bomb site defended with what feels like just maybe only one player.
Norbert's here, but
They both drop.
yeah. Flash off the corner. They're getting a little bit of backup now. Qikert starting to show up. That's a really good counter nade, though, but they catch Norbert up there and nearly the follow-up. Qikert, I can't believe it. He comes up with a double, stops the bomb, and with only 35 seconds, there's nothing they could do. They can't run back and pick up the bomb. Are they even aware of it?
Yeah, they're going back now. They're going to have to sprint the whole way. Qikert's on railing. Fame and Flit might be able to come up. I think this has almost got to be a save. You can make it into the bomb site. The problem is they know there's going to be resistance.
So say, yeah, if it's an empty bomb site, you can make it, but picking up the bomb, 15 seconds here, and Qikert's out finding him. A great triple in the round for him. Is it really not over yet? Yeah, there we go. Flit to take the last one down. 9 seconds at the end. It maybe could have kind of worked out, but that was such a stretch.
The opportunity was there. I think Vitality got what they wanted. They applied pressure onto the bomb site. They had space up catwalk. They forced once again the defense to be committed out towards long. It's this double kill from Qikert. If Dupree gets that trade, doable. The bomb comes up. All the defenders are stuck in CT spawn. You're able to cross, and you're playing a post plant. You're looking at a 3-on-3 with the bomb planted.
So once again, the resiliency of Outsiders kind of being put on display here. 5-3, but they're starting to claw their way back, building a tiny bit of money behind them, and also, more importantly, maybe getting Vitality's cash real low. 700 ZywOo, 1800 Dupree. Some of the rest are still pretty rich, I guess, so they might be all right for a while. Could be one of those interesting times on the T side where you're losing rounds, but the round loss bonus is going to kick in, so you actually you skirt right past.
Yeah, you get a buy through the losing bonus building up, and get to just keep buying behind it.
A little bit of a guess here, maybe, for Outsiders.
At least early on, yeah.
We've defeated them along a couple of times. Maybe they'll go back to B.
Flit's going to start shifting back towards middle.
I like how people throw that smoke and escape immediately now. And nobody wants to get
Up
pulled.
flick, the off spam. Yeah, some players even do it backwards. They get real fancy. Say, like, get out of there like a half second earlier. James at the back of platform with the op. He's got low HP. Any nade or Molotov that's put there, great. Ooh, that's actually a team flash from Apex. Important trade that he provides. And here we go at the B-bomb site.
2 people inside. They had the right read Outsiders. They knew what was coming. And James on that back plateau, but ZywOo's going to be able to take him down. And they should know that Fame is here because... And they're going to get the bomb plant right quick. Qikert and Norbert, they've been living off of saving these guns for a long time, Outsiders. Are they going to do it again with that kill? They're still backing out.
Oh my, I think they already called the save.
Away.
I think they called the save ahead of time, but yeah, that kill, that would have been...
It felt like if Qikert would have stayed close to middle, they just pull the switch and go for it. But yeah,
I think there was enough time for them to go for it even after that kill, even if with him backing away. That's a very, very conservative call to make.
Although I suppose we've been praising them for keeping the economy alive. That's what's allowed them to get back in the game. So following the logic, maybe they just say we just need to keep doing it.
Yeah, but look, this is a quarterfinal series in the Pro League playoffs. Like at a certain point, you got to go for it. At a certain point, you gotta take a risk and you got to try and win the game. You can't just all be conservative, long-term decision making. You have to go for it at some point, and that one felt very much within the realm of possibility.
Whack-a-mole, Jason.
Yeah, real moles.
Classic game.
3-round lead for Vitality. ZywOo, he's tagged a couple on the crosses. There's the jump peek, and he waits for the second. That's Flit to take the damage. Looks like Jame wants to get aggressive right around the bottom smoke. He's gonna stick here parked.
Yeah, but they've seen the smoke. They know for sure that something is up. I'm gonna try and peek it anyway. A little bit of a nade. Molotov to check the close corner. But mid control, slowly but surely going the way of Vitality at this point in time. If they lose this round, Outsiders, that money is probably going to be gone. Here we go. Oh, okay. Didn't want to go for it. They don't have anything in the bank after this. Still just over a minute left, and only one person inside of B, so much the A side, especially that deep double pit position.
You know whose name we haven't had to say a whole lot during this series yet, which is a little curious, is Spinks.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's obviously been a huge addition to this team. Oh, that's a smoke that did not go anywhere they wanted it to. That's an important smoke as well that's going to be missing for the cross. Qikert moving up. Oh, that flashbang blinds him. They haven't cleared it though. Nobody's cleared it. Now they realize, but they're all stuck behind the smokes.
Yeah, they are. They can't actually make it through. This is a bit of a disaster.
30 seconds.
Still in the middle. Spinks, random run boost in the middle of all of the madness. Yeah, they're running out of time 1 second, but if they can smoke this off somehow, maybe they can get to the bomb site. Trade is in, but James is back there at perfect timing. The bomb is right down in front. They haven't cleared out the B bomb site yet, and there's only 13 seconds. I don't know where they could possibly take this. I think if Flit gets this one, the round is going to be going the way of Outsiders. Oh, they're getting the kills, but they don't have the time. 6-4. That one smoke, and the fact that they couldn't make it past their own wall to try and fight Qikert.
I think it's good counter flashes from the defenders at the A bomb site that's really scare them from jumping to that smoke. I think Apex was about to do it, but gets blinded and just never thought to like check to the left. Good kill from Qikert. Missed smoke forces them to readjust the strategy and obviously just locked out entirely. A good job from Outsiders as well, being aggressive in CT spawn and challenging that mid to B play before the smokes go up, and that just chews more time off the clock, right? That makes the clock so much more of an enemy to Vitality.
Battle out at long. So many nades poured into there's a Molotov that landed inside. We've got 2-3 different smokes and a lot of flashbangs. So just to try and get a bit of long control. They're going to park a couple of people out there and start to rotate back on the other side. So yeah, it could be an attempt to throw a little bit of a fake here. See if Outsiders are going to be buying it or not. Money is... They still have 5,000 on Spinks and almost 4 on Magisk, so... A little bit interesting what's going on here. Nobody's in B. They're mid-rotation from Outsiders. This isn't... You can play retake on aim, not on B.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, that's way more difficult. Oh, James gonna slide in. Horrible timing. One's already gotten past his crosshair. One's already gotten past his vision, and now he's got so much pressure, so much utility. He goes down. And how do you get back in? Another Molotov over towards the window. Nade in towards car, but nobody's home. Bomb's gonna be planted, and yeah, Outsiders gonna have another decision to make.
I have to assume if they've saved before, this is a much more obvious save round. It feels like. Look at how far away Qikert is.
Yeah.
If they get a spam through the smoke,
maybe
it's on, which they did almost do, but they just don't know about it. Wow.
That's a really wonderful timing for Vitality to find as James is just trying to transition into the bomb site. A horrible timing if you're an Outsiders fan.
Yeah, the whole setup there where they were 3 people down in CT spawn, having a little impromptu meeting, talking about who actually wants to defend the B bomb site.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah. Powwow.
Yeah, and then
what's the responsibility? Somebody.
Game is like, all right, I'll do it. That's real unfortunate. But once again, you've got to say they're pretty consistent in in their losses of being able to save a bunch of rifles, which is the only thing that's kind of making this doable. Otherwise, they would have been in such an awful position at this point. I mean, we would have had many more rounds where it's just outsiders playing with USPs, basically.
Yeah, but when are we going to see them fight for a round? That's where.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in those fan cams. Yeah, I'm just. This is such a weird game. Vitality has blown up the bomb. All 7 rounds they've won due to all these saves. Outsiders have not actually lost more than 3 players in a round. They've never lost 4 players because they just saved. And that's where I'm like, see some fight out of you.
Concept of Jame time has taken over the entire team.
The entire team, yeah, it's infectious.
Might be a pandemic. Gotta be real careful. Oh. A little bit of nade damage onto him. And Flit is playing up close in the middle with jump timing. There is not going to work out in his favor. Magisk wants to see if he can follow it up. Flit probably feeling a little bit anxious, but I think Magisk should switch out to a grenade in the meantime. So maybe Flit will be allowed to live. He's actually coming back and trying to see if he can get a little bit more aggressive still. This is really interesting. In the meantime, the rest of the Vitality squad aren't taking over long. And Norbert is up there. Oh, this is a great find.
That's huge. There's actually 3 defenders at the B bomb site. If Magisk had gotten Flit in CT spawn, that might have just been the round over. Magisk is doing a great job in middle. He's got 3 players' attention on him.
Norbert will have to come up huge at the moment. He's getting one, but ultimately out of bullets at the end. Magisk taking down Fame, and now he's in CT spawn. He wanted to come through. That is one hell of a shot. What a beautiful round. And this time, all of the rifles are wiped out for Outsiders. They are in disaster mode right now.
Yeah, they have to go for a low buy or just completely save. There's no real money with which to buy. That's an awesome round for Magisk. Like, yes. You could break that down in a lot of ways, but Magisk plays this just about perfectly. Just destroys the rotator. I think he finds another one a little bit later on when this action is happening. That's a great spin from Apex, but Magisk for most of this round keeps the attention of 3 players on him. There was a B player, there was the spawn player, obviously, and the player shifting over. He kept so much attention on him that basically put Norbert into an impossible situation.
What a tough spot for Outsiders to be in. I mean, this is the other side of it. When you do all those saves and you sort of keep it all alive, and now eventually when your economy gets cracked anyway, you could almost do the sort of retroactive analysis and say, well, wait a minute, what if you had fought for some of those rounds and won them? Maybe some of this would be a bit different.
They're putting together an interesting buy here. I mean, Fame has dropped a weapon over. They have an M4 on Flit. Jame has an SMG. He's fully bought down to 750. So they found a couple areas in which to spend some cash that also allows their power players to buy in the next round if they need it. Or, yeah, when they need it, I should say.
Stack towards middle and B. I don't even really mind this. I think you just have to roll the dice when this is what you have to work with. So they're just hoping that it's going to be some sort of a B split and that maybe they could shock it all Vitality. Dupree almost getting caught once again here. A little bit scary for him. It's happened a couple of times. Nice nade, but ultimately, this is going to be an A split instead. Yeah,
and Outsiders is trying to do everything they can to make this a little bit easier. Qikert and Fame are just pushing into Upper Dark. That's going to give Jame the idea that he can actually flank Catwalk pretty quick. That's a really good defensive smoke from Vitality to make sure they can't wrap around him all that quick. Norbert and Flit cannot slow anything down at A, so it's basically all on Catwalk. I'm curious if Outsiders go for this round.
I mean, it feels like with the investment, maybe they just should. Nice headshot there. Fame taking down Magisk. They've kind of got them boxed in a little bit. 3-on-3.
I think they're going for
1-4. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should. You might as well. You're down quite a bit, like you said. This is a quarterfinal, so eventually you just have to go for it. Oh, he misses the deagle shot. And the pillar of that tower gets knocked down. Fame out of the round. Bomb is finally planted, and ZywOo not interested in whatever it was Norbert was selling on that ramp.
I feel like Qikert was just trying to line up the perfect shot that whole time. I felt like he had the opportunity to take a couple. Never pulled the trigger. 9-4.
And his target was very low on health.
Yeah, one bullet would have done it. So Fame, by virtue of dropping an M4 over to a teammate in the previous round, that was Flit. He's going to be stuck and relegated down to an SMG. But other than that, the investment from Jame on the SMG, he's still able to buy an AWP. So Outsiders still put together a dangerous buy. There's no kits for the CT side. And Vitality having a pretty strong first half.
Magisk, look at how much he's turning around for the flashes, and still he gets caught. Oh. You like to see the routine of it and the mechanics of trying to dodge and hoping you get that right timing, but this time it did not work out in his favor. Outsiders need the last 2 rounds. They need to make this a 9-6 here. Apex waiting and rewarded for his patience. So that opens up everything once again.
Yeah, it really does. Huge kill to find. Catwalk pressure being applied. Standard utility to take control to force back any op, any positioning there. Utility starting to run low for outsiders. Norbert does have smoke Molotov, which is nice because he's going to defend against any catwalk hit. And this Molotov might slow it down and actually ruins a little bit of the boost that they wanted to do. Molotov forces him back. Defensive smoke as he shifts into a new position. But this time there's no Qikert to get aggressive and turn the corner.
No, there isn't. Oh, they're really quick behind it. They left Spinks down in the middle to try and hold any rotations coming through that way. 35 seconds still here for Vitality, and they've called a bit of a slowdown while all the way up the catwalk. So they're practically on the A-bomb side right now. Flash around the corner, and Norbert, yep, he turned for the flashbang, but not for the bullet. Doesn't really work like that. Oh, jump up! Flit with the headshot to bring him down. That's remarkable. And a 5th round for outsiders. They hold on right at the end. It looked like they were losing that bomb site.
James took a big risk of just sliding away from long at the right moment, saying, look, if someone's going to be long, if someone's going to lurk this, I might go down, but I'm just going to help try and defend this A-hit, and they needed it. That's a critical kill to get with the op that allows the jumping player to stop the defuse. 5th round on the board for outsiders. Plenty of money for Vitality to buy up, a completely full buy. Final round of the first half, and we're going to get a timeout. It is the first one from Vitality in this game. There's only 1 player in double digits. That's Qikert at 11. There just hasn't been a lot of kills in this half compared to what we're used to seeing due to all the saves.
Yeah. It's become a strangely anomalous game in that way. It's kind of hard to maybe match up if you're just looking at the results later on, or if you're checking out the stats for it, you might be wondering what's been going on here. But yeah, the saves definitely make it very interesting. 9-5. And the 15th round is coming up. A chance for outsiders to try and do a little bit more. Get that 6th round. That would actually make a big difference. I feel like that, again, makes them very competitive.
Timing hit towards the B bomb site. Vitality's not having any presence on the map. No one out towards long. Apex looks like he might hustle towards middle to just do the standard, maybe a pin smoke, maybe some mid to B utility. James has actually aligned himself right out of the gate to support the B bomb site, and that might be a changing factor, but he's got no flashbangs.
Fame up close has had a hard time over to the B-bomb side. Either he's been retaking A, this time he's in a great corner, but they still managed to trade him. And Flit back here, yep, he's in trouble. Thought there was a Molotov coming, wanted to be ready with a smoke, but instead, it's an AK for Magisk. And what a knockout here in round number 15.
Yeah, that's an awesome round for Vitality. Most of this half has been slower paced, has been map control, get in position, using utility, going through your standard, crossing your T's, dotting your I's. This is just finding a timing to hit and going really sparse with utility, which even leaves Magisk with another Molotov for the window when this one fades.
Trying to see if they could sneak through up there. That smoke becoming a real problem for them. Deep Molotov, that's interesting. Enough to get ZywOo out of his position. And Norbert takes him down. He keeps going, drops Magisk. And what a retake.
I can't believe it.
Oh, that makes you wonder for the rest of this half. Why didn't they fight more?
If you can pull that off, why aren't we seeing those retakes more in this half? That's mental.
Oh, they might actually regret that a little bit. But 9-6 at the end of the half. We'll see how the second half comes. It's what's coming right up after the break. Stay tuned.
Hey Future Pros! Taking long on Dust2 is one thing, but getting to the site can be a whole other challenge. With these simple smokes I'll show you, it should be no problem. You will need 2 smokes for this one, so ask a teammate nicely to drop you one. To throw the first smoke, stand in the corner in front of the barrel, then aim at this point and running through the smoke almost instantly. Then stand at this wall, aim at this point along the line and running jump throw that smoke too. No pick control needed, and you'll be hard pressed to find a gap, so cross the site with a little bit of peace of mind.
A 9-6 scoreline at the end of the first half here. Second map, it is Vitality versus Outsiders. A very strange first half it was as well. But again, Outsiders, they're close enough that they can change this. We saw it almost happen on Mirage. They're within striking distance, but they need to fight just a bit more. And now they're on the T side. They kind of have to.
It's almost deceptive that they're this close, because it didn't feel that way with the way the first half just played out the entire time. The way there were just so many saves, so many rounds they kind of just let go of. But they are still, I mean, just within 3, which feels odd.
Yes, it does. And winning the pistol round here would do wonders for them. Some presence in mid, sort of also, you know, partly denying any information for anyone playing down there to see if something might be happening on the catwalk. But the bomb, at least early on, upper and lower dark. We'll see. Apex, smoke and a flashbang. Not a single defuse kit there on the CT side, so could be a little bit worrisome if there's going to be a bomb plant happening at one point. Sam was trying to move up, but Norbert's there. Caught jumping, but still getting that kill. What a fantastic double. Very scary stuff. And now the question is, could the rest of Vitality even hold on to this round? They might, yeah, it looks like they're almost just rolling the dice a bit, saying we need to at least be close to A, because otherwise Apex is dead before we get there. And that jump up is a little bit of a tell.
Oh, James out towards long is a huge position to get. Apex knows he might have to peek pretty soon off this contact, but James already got the kill. That's way too quick. And Goosh from Cat, James gonna get another one. That's gonna be the round. That's gonna be the pistol for Outsiders. Nice one tap for Magisk. He's got a long way to go still, 1v3.
I think it's gonna be easy for him. I think he'll do this, no problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What you want to put on it? Ice cream cone?
Yeah, why not? See, they're scared of him, Jason. They don't know.
Well, there goes that one.
What kind of ice cream you like?
I'll take cookie dough. Or Oreo. One of the two. Take your pick.
It's a real basic bitch ice cream you've got going on,
Absolutely.
Jason. I was expecting something much more sophisticated.
No, vanilla is the best ice cream. But Oreo and...
What are you talking about?
Dude, it goes with everything. You can put anything you want with vanilla ice cream. It's incredible.
I think you can pecan ice cream is the
Okay.
bold.
What are you, 90? Flit moving towards the lower dark. Spinks is there. Oh, and a good response. A good push in upper dark as well. Almost catches him off guard. Very close to going against outsiders, actually, with that HP. A nice little crunch into upper dark, but it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, that actually was a little bit of a potential worry there. 32 on Flit and 6 on Fame, so who knows what could have happened. But they spotted out Dupree, and ultimately they're going to be fine.
Gonna be fine. So 8-9 will be the scoreline. Dupree may be able to get an exit, maybe, perhaps, but I don't think anyone's gonna be headed towards CT spawn. Flit and Fame already know that the upper dark passageway is clear.
It's so weird how, like you said, double digits. I mean, Magisk is at 11 and 11 on Flit, but that and 14 on Qikert. But there just haven't been that many kills in the first half. We've been missing like 4 or 5 rounds of actual kills.
Yeah, it's been like a very, I mean, we've obviously seen the number of saves that have come out, but even other than that, it's been like very, very tactical. And when the hits do come in, they've just been so decisive in a way. So, I mean, really, these wins are either like there haven't been a lot of close rounds, you know? It's been like either you win it right out of the gate and it's a save, or the CT side just shuts you down and you don't get it, and you have to save, or you don't get to go anywhere. It's just been odd.
Yeah, very strange stuff.
Only 4 rounds in the first, 5 rounds in the first half were decided by kills, really. Just odd.
2 HE grenades picked up, a couple of upgraded pistols. I like the HEs. They had them work on Mirage. They had a couple of rounds where they did a triple nade. I think that's cool.
Yeah, they did a good job. They got a pick off of it in the mid window. They did great damage towards the connector on Mirage at one point. That's a nice nade, but not really going to do a whole lot. Spinks trying to clean things up through the crack in the door. Still quiet, Spinks.
Yeah, he's keeping up, but it's we haven't seen some of the really wild highlights that we probably could expect to come eventually.
I wonder what the record for like lowest number of kills in a map of Counter-Strike is between 2 teams. I feel like this would have to be up there.
Yeah, we could be getting there. It's been an absurd amount of saving going on. Someone will have the stats. Someone get on it.
There's someone from HLTV is watching this. Help me, please.
Hopefully Spreadsheet Man's back from vacation soon.
How dare he take time off as well?
I know,
That's messed up. In the middle of a group stage, it's like there's 2 events in the year you absolutely have to have Spreadsheet Man by your side, and they're both Pro League. Like, stop taking vacations during group stage.
There's so much going on throughout the season. You can't just be doing that.
It's selfish.
We need one of those giant projectors to, you know, to just
like a bat signal is what you're going for?
Exactly, like,
okay.
but it's an Excel logo.
Yeah, it's
Microsoft
an
Excel
actual spreadsheet into the sky. Imagine if that was actually your superpower. You'd be so mad, I feel.
If you were just a god at doing spreadsheets?
Yeah, if you just had magic abilities around spreadsheets.
I actually think that'd be sick. You have any idea how much money? Do you have any idea how many companies still run on spreadsheets?
Not all about money, Anders.
What world are you living in? Have you been to this planet yet?
I mean, imagine how much money you could steal if you could walk through walls. Imagine how much money you could get if you could fly.
How would you steal money walking
spreadsheets.
through walls? The money can't walk through the walls with you. What are you talking about?
In my universe, it can. Anything you touch comes through with you. I think that's how I've seen it work in plenty of movies.
Yeah, well, like I said, every superpower has to have a downside. I think the downside should be it's only you.
What's the downside to Spreadsheet Man powers?
You have to be known as Spreadsheet Man.
All right, Catwalk's been taken by Flit very aggressively. A lot of control. James now feel the confidence due to his position. They're going to follow it up. As ZywOo's got the off, he's playing rotator between the bomb site between long, and Apex is shifted into CT spawn. This is an early challenge on Catwalk that they're ready to set up grenades at 1 minute and 30 seconds.
ZywOo, classic position. Flashes, they have to try and get rid of him. They can't let him get that clean shot because you know he's not going to miss it either. There's one, there's the layered flashbang, and eventually he's like, yeah, this is too much. I want to move out of here. James almost getting caught, but somehow those bullets go nowhere, and Apex goes down. The bomb is going to be planted. Is it going to be another save?
I think it has to be.
Save us from this.
Yep, this is a save. Spinks is just going to watch long. ZywOo's going to tuck himself in towards pit, protect themselves. Magisk and Dupree already huddled up in the B bomb site. Yeah, back to spreadsheet, man. Oh, Spinks, you're in trouble. This would actually put ZywOo in a lot of trouble. That's a really important kill to get. Spinks has a smoke that he can drop as well, so that's not bad. I don't think outsiders are going to press the issue whatsoever.
Probably not worth it. They don't have that much money either. Some money, but yeah, it's probably not worth throwing too much away. Qikert went deep. He would have been dead. They are actually going to try and follow it up a little bit. ZywOo's going to be there with the AWP. They get Spinks with a wall bang, and ZywOo is tucked into the corner.
Oh, no way!
Classic ZywOo. 2 for 1. And they, well, I mean...
And a saving effort as well. That was actually, those are actually 2 huge kills to get to keep the AWP in play.
Mess with the bull, you get the honks.
Yeah, that works here. That's really unfortunate. It's a little eager, both of them, to swing wide.
Mess with the hornet, you get the stinger.
Stop. Oh.
Spreadsheet man was my peak.
Yeah,
I've got nothing else now.
That's a good point. You did start the spreadsheet man thing, didn't you?
It's just too good.
Oh, good flashbang. Shuts down Apex. Spinks has got to slide into position. Oh, that's beautiful from Norbert. So precise. And now ZywOo, another chance to stand tall.
Yeah, he wants to make up for it. It's all or nothing right now. If they challenge him, maybe he could bring it back. I mean, he certainly has the aim for it. And they are wondering about that same thing on the other side. Is it worth it? It seems like they've decided maybe not.
Yeah, and I think ZywOo's making the call right now just to make his walk over towards the other side of the map. He doesn't have any nades. Dupree, I think, or Magisk would have to put another smoke down towards mid to really help him cross into safety. But this is ZywOo trying to plan for saving in the B bomb site.
My God, Jason, could we be seeing another save?
Yeah, that's the only thing they have available to him. Like, no one's going to shift over and help out at A. You don't want to leave that position, so ZywOo's going to hunker down in B.
It's so weird. This doesn't normally happen, but this is the problem when, you know, the memes become reality. People have been spamming Jame time for too long, and now...
Yeah, the universe has worked in a way that everyone is Jame time. Jame time, ZywOo time, Dupree time.
We've got it all.
Well, 11 to 9. And weapons will be able to be dropped. It's a full losing bonus, so $3,400 is going to be thrust into the hands of all the Vitality players. Weapons can be dropped over if necessary.
You know,
Spinks will need one.
You know what kind of ice cream I could treat you for next time you're in Denmark? Licorice ice cream, Jason.
That is an abomination. That is a sin.
You've got to try everything at least once.
It's a sin. It's a
Just once.
crime against humanity.
Well, I think it'd be culturally insensitive, Jason, if you didn't try it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm fine being insensitive to that. They do kind of knock on the door of the B bomb site. Oh, ZywOo ducks down beneath the box. Nice try from Norbert. On the back of his 2 kills, they just win the round.
Nice save. That's one of the better saves I've seen, Jason. I think that's a good, that's probably a top 3 save.
Phenomenal save. You see ZywOo slid across mid like that? Unbelievable.
I've done a fine job. These are the highlights for the game.
Well, the highlight is the pin smoke. The pin smoke that even allowed ZywOo to cross safely so that he could save.
Yeah.
They're helping each other save.
They have saving strategies. That's the level that we've got to.
Layers, planned layers to these saves. 4 on 4.
I like that from Spinks, though, and look at the follow-up from Dupree. This actually might be very high-end, or not that hard, impossible to read. Fame did not in any world expect for someone to be there. That's why it was so cool.
And nice to see him take a risk. Nice to see him really go for a fight here. Apex almost gets caught, stares down, dodges the flashbang, comes back for more. And ZywOo's under pressure out towards long. Preemptively drops the smoke in case of Molotov. And Molotov, that does not come.
And no, but not really feeling like he wanted to take that fight either. Didn't maybe feel that confident. I like the idea though, because they knew someone was going to be in B, and when they run into Dupree and lower dark, they can do the math and say, okay, there's probably only going to be 2 at A. Let's try and put some pressure on, but then they kind of got stopped there. Apex though, oh, it's going to be another catch here. It's real close. Qikert though, he's got the aim back, not in time, unfortunately, or maybe not accurate enough. And ZywOo will take down Flit, so a chance now for Vitality to start to get back in the game a little bit. Outsiders has quietly taken the lead. They're up to 11-9.
Chance for Norbert to show us how he saves.
You have to be creative at this point, you know? A lot of options.
Not gonna find anyone. Dupree's in mid. Timing if he peeks down. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Dupree wants to save anyway. Like, maybe they come to like a mutual agreement.
You love that. Back right up into your crosshair. Nice and easy. Vitality closed the gap to 1. It's 11-10.
How many rounds where everyone's died, Jason, so far?
Where everyone is like 5 players on one team?
Yeah.
Excluding pistol rounds.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This was the 8th. But one of those was a retake attempt.
Okay.
There was only 1 retake attempt really in the first half. So I didn't count that one earlier. But 8.
All right. Out of 21 rounds played. Yeah, it's been strange. But it's also been close. 10-11. Remember, we're playing for a spot in the semi-final right now, so the pressure is on. I mean, that could also be part of the reason why they want to keep fighting and keep in it. You have to be playing either Na'Vi or G2, a match. An amazing battle that's going to be happening later on today.
Oh my lord, that's a run boost for the ages.
Maybe save that one for another time.
It's a wet noodle.
It's the vanilla ice cream of boosts.
You shut your mouth. ZywOo is peeking towards middle through the double doors. And it's Apex at railing to defend. He's got no smoke, he's got no Molotov, he's got a flashbang and an HE grenade. And he's had a tough time at various points when outsiders have actually attacked into his positions of holding off the aggression. 45 seconds on the clock.
If they pop right now, the best thing Apex could do is live. Just try to stay alive. I don't think you'd fight it now. He's getting a little bit of backup inside with. That's interesting. Grenade is going to be right on top of them. Oh my
Double
god.
nade.
That is monstrous. You're right. Double nade. And that blows them up. Norbert goes down. The bomb is dropped for the minute. And there's only 25 seconds left here. Close to it. ZywOo, maybe they could catch him. He runs and turns around to look for it. Flit, very patient. Gonna be catching another kill. Another headshot comes through. Oh, he's fighting his way back, but there's still only 13 seconds left. I think the bomb is too far away. I don't think they can actually pick it up, especially now that ZywOo's got the kill. But I think even then, I don't think they could have planted the bomb ever. Fame, you can't find him either. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Spinks swings for it, but Fame will get the kill, but still lose the round.
ZywOo saves the day. What an incredible sequence from him with the AWP. And you gotta say, you gotta give credit over to Flit. He creates everything in what feels like an impossible situation. As soon as the double nade lands, this hit felt doomed. But look at these kills coming through the smoke, baiting out a shot, smoke fades, comes back to mid. Magisk never knows what's hit him. But on the other side, ZywOo delivering a stunning triple kill that denies them access to the bomb site. Very close affair, a close win. And both teams are going to be at the limits of their money.
All tied up. This is fitting for a quarterfinal, though, isn't it? Flit ahead of the pack right now. 18-11 on him. That's pretty impressive. Starting to get up there. And you have to assume this is the point of the game as well where both teams probably want to take some more risks. Because they're running out of runway.
Deep smoke. A little lurk smoke in upper dark. Apex gonna drop a Molotov right behind it. They don't seem too stressed about it. Catwalk control for Flit and Qikert. That's one thing outsiders have had pretty frequently in this game is free access to Cat. There's been no pressure here from Cat. There's been no pressure here from middle. Every time they've kind of wanted to come up and take control of those stairs and go for that set piece towards the A bomb site, it's been available to them. I think the only real push we've had on it from Vitality was that mid-round push from Apex and ZywOo a couple rounds ago.
And maybe one round where Spinks was there and Dupree ended up going low, but that's true, basically 1 or 2 rounds that we're talking about. So they have had the luxury there. Oh no, again.
Yeah, it happened to both teams.
Flit a little bit nervous, but it's a mid to B. They're running up. And Vitality, they're a bit late to find out. Dupree has to stand on his own, and the flash, the follow-up is so good. He couldn't see it. Apex alone inside of the bomb site, and backup is just never going to show up. We might, I know it's shocked you all at home. You might not believe it, but it might actually just be another save.
That has to be. Yeah, there's no ability for them to rotate over. That hit is very decisive. And I mean, that you got to say, at least this time, in this kind of a save, you got to give credit over to Outsiders and just say, that's a well-done fake.
It was.
That was like a really well-done amount of pressure applied towards A with the utility, with the presence on catwalk.
Yeah, and I'm not even really making fun of Vitality. I think if they'd gone for it here, that would be really silly.
No, it'd be devastating. So, devastating.
No point in doing it. 12 to 11. Great call. That failed smoke up on catwalk. And didn't really matter in the end.
It was. I mean, it was. I think you were exactly right. I don't think Dupree really realized it was a mid to B split. Like there was a good amount of time. He could have gone down for free easily in that first engagement. It didn't look like he was even considering the possibility.
Yeah.
12-11. Outsiders regain a narrow lead. The second half has been wonderful for them, amongst everything. I mean, this is a 6-2 run once they've switched over to the T side.
Yeah. Again. You have to just be impressed by the way that Outsiders, keep fighting their way back after some really dreadful beginnings on both maps so far, and they just seem really unfazed by it. For most teams, deep in the tournament, quarterfinal, this is where you start to feel the pressure, but they don't look stressed at all.
I feel like this game has to be just mentally exhausting for both of these teams,
yes.
or at least for Vitality, who might not be used to playing, this many rounds in this fashion. For Outsiders, it's kind of like playing in their wheelhouse, right? Like they're fine with it, but just having to have this level of focus and self-discipline and control, and it's got to be draining. Another buy for Vitality. Not a lot of money built up, but they do have a 3-round losing bonus. So again, those saves will allow them to keep replenishing and keep having full buys, keep challenging with M4s and an AWP.
Yeah, we kind of lost track a little bit of this too, but I mean, that last round where they called a quick mid to B split instead, again, that's a huge deviation from the norm on how Outsiders normally play, which also is part of catching it, right? If they can keep throwing in rounds like that, oh, this is a good read. James is already on the other side. They know that Vitality might try and get a little bit of control back. If they take a step forward, they might lose the opening kill. Almost goes the other way. James losing a little bit of patience, and the whole thing gets cancelled.
Yeah, Mega's getting tagged as well. Yeah, neither team is really all that motivated to dedicate themselves to that aggression. Yeah, ZywOo would have been heard. As long as he doesn't swing wider. He still has an advantage, I feel, in this fight.
Yeah, but it's going to get flashed, right? Oh, never mind.
Hey, get out, Anders.
I thought they could take ZywOo down with a flashback.
I know I'm talking shit to you on that kill, but...
Oh, stupid.
Nice shot from ZywOo. Molotov towards middle to try and delay things. Smoke to give himself a stance towards middle, but no one from Outsiders challenging that piece of utility. No one's out mid double doors. They're back up to catwalk.
40 seconds. Somebody has to create an opening right now for Outsiders. If they want any time to play with anything, they don't even have to necessarily get a kill, but they just need to take a little bit more map control, because right now they are locked real far back. Only thing that's really working for them is the no nades left on the Vitality side.
Nice to see Spinks involved in the game. He hasn't been having to do a whole lot. Good flank. Oh, get this kill, baby. You don't get a whole lot of opportunities in this map so far. He's gonna let him go. Magisk goes down. It's all on Dupree. Awkward fight, awkward angle for him, and he's not gonna be able to back away. I think Apex, ZywOo, and Spinks. Apex might try and stop this plant. That's the only chance they have to win this, but it's being watched, and no chance. Not even close.
Yeah, and now the rest of them, 2 on 3, have a little bit of health. I guess they can justify sticking around just in case somebody pops their head up, and maybe you could try and do it, but nobody is. Qikert smartly staring straight into the ground, minimizing his model like that. And they're gonna back out. Wow, Spinks, that probably needed to be a kill, and if it was...
Then this is a 3-on-2 retake. Apex doesn't have to go for the desperation through window. Yeah. Magisk gets deleted at backup platform as well, and it was at a timing when Dupree had just shifted out of the bomb site towards middle. I think to support ZywOo during all the insanity. Here's that opening kill, blinded. This is the shot on a Magisk and back plat, and when you turn the corner, oh, that's filthy. That is pretty nasty. Ooh, nicely done from ZywOo to even make things possible, but yeah, with Spinks missing that opportunity on the long flank, and I mean, I don't want to say that's like a tough shot. That's a kill he should definitely have. But it's probably a little bit weird at the moment. He probably doesn't feel too involved in the game, like he's reading it well, because It's just been an odd game in terms of momentum, in terms of pacing.
And Apex looked a little bit frustrated there. Looked like he was shaking his finger at somebody saying, no, 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 like, I'm not want anything more to hear. 13-11. They need 3 more rounds, Outsiders, and we could be going to the final map. Is that Overpass? Am I making that up?
You might be making it up.
Oh, it's,
It is Overpass. You're not making it up. Congratulations.
damn, I had a, what, 1 in 5? I don't know.
13-11. Timeouts coming to a close. Vitality, they're still on that edge in terms of their economy. The saves just barely keeping both teams alive on their CT side. Both CT sides having trouble slowing down the opposition.
Okay. Flick did not connect. Qikert and the rest of the team denied, but they're going to smoke it off. They really want to go for it here. Flash out by Spinks. He wants to get into the action. Like you said, he's been bored out here for a long time, but he's going to get traded right away. A nade might actually do a little bit of damage onto Fame. And Apex, got to be careful.
Hot smoke's fading.
Yeah, it is, and he is in no man's land out here. Does take down Norbert, who's been a real revelation. Flashes come out. Apex out of bullets. Oh.
What is happening? How is nobody peeking him? Why is Apex just staring at every single flashbang? And then nobody's fighting after them.
Deep flash doesn't really do anything. He's still trying to get the job done, and this one will work just fine. Spots out Fame as well, but can't take him down. In spite of, it was a very interesting defense. Apex actually made it work.
So silly. Yeah, he did. Fair play. Jame and Fame.
Like if I stare at enough flashbangs, eventually I become immune to them.
Yeah, they'll never see this coming. He spammed his whole magazine as well. He surely thought he was dead about 3 times over during that fight. When his vision clears and he's still alive, he had to be so confused.
Yeah, spends out the bullets, pulls a pistol, and it's like, they're still not fighting me. What's happening? All right, here we go. They do have 2 Molotovs for Simon. He doesn't have a smoke, so a little bit awkward. Flames almost catching up to him. Yeah, he hits a crouch on out of there, and he's so patient. Jame is going to be real frustrated, and he's back for more. Huge double there, but Apex actually probably the one to make this even a possible round. 12-13, no bomb plant, and this is going to be the last buy coming up from Outsiders. If they lose this next round, they're in deep trouble.
I think an op's gonna have to be dropped over to Jame. Well, they're making some interesting money decisions. They could be setting a new trend in terms of economy. They have money to spend and go deep. They're gonna go for a B rush, but they've actually dropped down to a Mac 10 and Tech 9 just to keep the ability to buy moving forward.
Wow,
very interesting. They slow it down with utility, but this is always gonna be a B hit.
Yeah. They just need 1 bit of timing. All they need, I mean, this might be it. They might be given the timing. If Dupree keeps going up like this and they knock him out, then I don't think Magisk is going to be able to stop it. And down the middle, Apex is there, but might be too far away. Let's see.
Oh, it's so tense. Magisk as well is back there for a deep double peek for whoever turns the corner.
You cut the tension with a knife right now.
Might peek with utility.
Yeah, he just might. Thinking about it. Magisk still got his rifle out in the background, so Dupree, they're just waiting, and they've got this slide lineup. Oh, somebody pulled the trigger on this hit. Oh, that actually is the jump throw. Yeah, they know. He's going to peek behind it. That one jump is all they needed, and Dupree on the double nearly takes Norbert. Panic throw of that nade. Oh, it is shut down. Huge timing on that one.
That was lining up to be that way the whole time. As soon as he hears the pins being pulled. What a push from Dupree to destroy. And you know what's even more impressive about that? There's distraction going on in middle. There's smoke down on catwalk, there's Molotovs, there's flashbangs in middle at the double doors. He doesn't budge an inch the entire time. No one from Vitality seems stressed or worried, like they knew that was a possible situation. Jame does find him eventually. So 4-on-3 in the favor of Vitality. And it's gonna be a save.
It's that time again. I feel like now we actually do need to find out what the least amount of kills are, especially for this deep. Where
I can't imagine. I can't recall a game that would beat this one.
No, there must be some out there, but it doesn't immediately spring to mind either. 27th round. We're tied up once again. It's 13-13. Vitality are 3 rounds away from making the semi-final ESL Pro League Season 16, which would be quite something.
And Qikert's got to be frustrated because he was the one holding that angle with an AK-47 that entire time.
Yeah.
He was holding it the entire time until they decided to hit the go button. Timeout called. Third timeout used by Outsiders to talk things over.
Last important conversation.
To a certain degree, like, I mean, you almost got to give him credit at least for making that call with that kind of a strategy, with that kind of play, and dropping down to a Tech 9 and Mac 10 when you don't have to.
Sure.
I mean, it obviously gives you a little bit more entering pace and speed to it, a little bit more chaos and chaotic nature of your pathing, but also it allows them to invest in this round.
And you have
I think they're doing the same thing here. I think they're buying 2 Tech 9s when they have money. James can drop an AK.
Probably almost have to say as well, having more AKs in that upper dark, fight wouldn't have made any difference at all, right? So it's not like they needed to get into the B bomb side. That's the only thing that mattered.
Okay, James did drop an AK-47 right at the end of freeze time, just to screw with us. Yeah, what a bold off angle that can't be spotted unless someone swings at top mid. Will Flit actually? Oh, he's checking it. He's checking it. And Dupree still wins, and backs away, and gets away with it.
Wow. And this is awkward for Outsiders because they've lost so much map control based on that. I mean, they're already leaned towards the B bomb side, but once they get that kill, they have to think, well, wait a minute, this is so readable now. Oh, yeah, he spotted that out.
We wanted to see one of these teams start getting aggressive and making those kinds of plays and those kinds of stances. It's really cool to see these last 2 rounds out of Dupree taking, risks that haven't been here for most of this map from these teams.
Still in upper dark. James, very light sales pitch to try and pretend that someone's on catwalk. Not a lot here to really show for it.
Pull Dupree out towards middle. Lurk smoke at the end of holes. Magisk timing on that nade is pretty darn good. Accuracy is pretty darn good. Dupree's coming back in. They're already swinging wide. Fame, he's gonna find the kill. Magisk got 2. That's massive. He knows Norbert likely jumped up but couldn't spot the head. And it's a 1-man advantage for Vitality.
Yes, it is. Down the middle, though, James, is he going to stick around to control the rotations?
Spinks is another opportunity for impact.
He does, and he's failed a couple of them, so we really don't see him do it now. If he makes too much noise, it's going to be heard, and I think, yeah, he already has the right idea. James, looking the right way. Huge off angle here. Spinks, he still wins the fight. That is massive. They needed him to come up big on this one, and now Norbert low from the nade earlier, and even worse, 1 versus 3. Now, great stuff here, getting Apex out of the round, but ZywOo's there on a quick return, and it will be a 14-13 scoreline. Vitality are back in the lead.
Yeah, 1 more timeout, I believe, for Outsiders to use in this game, depending on when they want to use it. But this is late control of the map grabbed by Vitality. Good double kill, good hold for Magisk. He's all alone. Dupree was outside of the bomb site and even gets picked off in transition inward, so Magisk had to deliver something special.
Flit just bought an AWP for the 4,750 that he had to throw it over to James. So
Senji's back.
Yeah, they just wanna make sure that he has that. A little bit of a boost up.
Yeah, but if you're gonna make this call and you're James calling for the op, you have to try and create something with it. Right? This can't be that. Ooh, Norbert's done it again. This is the 2nd time he's gotten position at blue box.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, that's the nice thing for Norbert right there, is he actually just takes the pressure off chain with his AWP. Now you don't have to create something. You've already got the 5-on-4. You're already going to spread the defense thin.
Some money in the bank for Vitality. If they were to lose this round, it's not a complete knockout. They can still keep fighting just a little bit more, but man, what a strange game this is. Oh, Norbert, that's beautiful. Finds Spinks. Double opening for him. 1 more time out on long. Apex, this seems like an incredibly dangerous position to be in at the moment. Gonna stand up, get that kill, throws a couple more bullets, but he's surely dead. Outliving his welcome by a lot still. I don't know why he's alive. Oh, and the nade. It might be a touchdown. It's so close to killing Norbert. Can't make it out, but that is a heroic effort here by Apex.
And Fame has already lurked into the B bomb site. He's already got the availability. Norbert is throwing a bit of a fake out towards long. I think he just wants the information of where Mage's position is, but the bomb's going to take a while. If Magisk can find Norbert, he might be able to turn this into a 1-on-2. That would be doable. That would be, this is a situation Magisk can go for. They have money.
AWP to avoid there, 20 seconds. That's actually also a little bit interesting. Molotov, if he could throw it just right, he could slow it down even more.
Oh!
There's a nade. Oh! It blows up. Flit, he ran right into it. And Fame back there, a jump attempt for Magisk. That's madness. He's going to flash and run through. He wants to go, and he clutches it. That is magnificent.
A 1v3 for Magisk. What a time for it as well. That is a gut punch. That takes all the wind out of Outsider's sails. That's got to be a timeout moving forward. Unreal. So much utility left, and it's a perfect nade. 63 health.
I can't believe it.
And he knows the Molotov is forcing Fame into the open as well, so he knows that flashbang is going to be effective on the swing.
That was Flit getting blown up at the end, right? He had no armor from dropping the AWP to
Oh, really? Jesus.
The consequences
it's
of
all
your
coming
actions.
full circles.
Oh, no. I think that was Flit getting blown up. Maybe I'm just making it up.
That's so mental if that's the case. That's the butterfly effect right there.
It really is.
Oh, no.
Who needs a little Kevlar vest?
15-13, 2 chances for Vitality to close out this series, make their way into the semifinal. Mirage was Outsider's map pick, and it was also a 16-13 victory for Vitality if they can pull this one off.
Yeah, that's true. A little bit of a mirroring effect here on the maps. 15-13, 29th round. Outsiders. Do they have any more strength left in them? This has been an absolutely torturous game. Probably for both teams, but Outsiders they're just still trucking along. They just don't even mind, which is hard to even imagine. And they have a little bit more cash to work with here in this round. So AK's AWP, no armor this time on Norbert. Trying to create that space. They've been trying this for a while now. They want that B hit. They really think they can get it.
Well, Magisk and Dupree have been standing tall on these hits as well. They've both done a good job towards this B bomb site recently, and again, it's just that one-man sales pitch over towards Catwalk.
Yeah, trying to get the job done. Magisk back here, Molotov. It's going to land right on top of them, so they're just going to be powering through. Nice knockout, Qikert and Fame. And that's it. Yep, they're already calling it.
Yeah, you have to. That Molotov was too deep. They didn't know how much Outsiders was creeping in that tunnel.
I feel like that vindicates some of the earlier attempts a little bit. It's like they felt like there was a weakness and they couldn't prove it a couple of times, but now they're like, okay, you know what, we weren't completely wrong. We actually had some kind of right idea.
Yeah, to go back to it when everything's on the line, right? The entire series is on the line with that hit being the way it is. And Vitality have to do their best to save these guns. This is huge. This is a huge duel. Spinks can't get it done in middle. Flit's going to step up and be more aggressive, and I think they missed the gap. ZywOo and Spinks going to get back in towards the long cave. Good flashbang to force him off the angle.
Yeah, you really don't want to be losing the rifles here at all.
And I think Outsiders would love to go try and hunt this down from somewhere on the map, but they have no money either. So this is just going to be a stalemate at the end.
30th round going to be coming up. 15-14. It goes the whole distance here. Outsiders trying to stay alive and hold on to this quarterfinals, and Vitality just trying to secure that spot in the semifinal.
Timeout taken. Makes sense as well.
Yes, now is the time for it.
Final one for Vitality. They'll have none going into overtime if Outsiders can force it. One final chance to close out this series.
Now, what have we had? We've had Dupree with a couple of interesting aggressions. We've had a couple of rounds where Norbert's been winning the fight out on long. Those seem to be some of the key features right now of how some of the last 5 or 6 or 7 rounds have really been playing out. So how could they make this different? I mean, we talked about it earlier, how Vitality have not been doing a lot to try and get any kind of aggressive catwalk
control has been available to Outsiders for the most part, yep.
So maybe that's something you could try, go for the boost down lower dark, maybe put ZywOo up there instead of fighting Norbert out at long. You try and say, all right, let's just leave it there.
ZywOo's leading the server with 22 kills. A lot of utility spent towards long, but Outsiders isn't going there. They want to pull everyone towards long corner. And again, this is what we just talked about, the catwalk space that's been available. And they know that's a weakness. They sense the B weakness even in failure, but they know catwalk's been a weakness.
HE on both Apex and Side. We've got to be careful we don't get too grouped up here.
This time it's ZywOo defending though, right? Yeah. It's usually been Apex.
There's going to be smoke down in front and Molotovs. Yep, they feel it coming, and it's going to be a quick one, too. Smoke is up. Nice little nade, and actually Apex gets it. Follow-up HG will land on top of James, so he gets tagged up a little bit. That Molotov is not spreading far enough, and Apex, he's been a hero a couple of rounds, and he's doing it again. Big double before he goes down. Still a 3-on-3, and Spinks right underneath. He has to wait for the team. If he dies, there's no path for the teammates to get in here. Yeah, let him plant the bomb. That's not really important. Outsiders fighting for overtime. Another HG on top, but that's the last one. Now it's down to the rifles here. 3-on-3, bomb freshly planted, and James, a little bit of a jump. He gets the follow-up shot. What a kill from Fame, and it's overtime. Big double at the end. We're gonna go into overtime. That's great.
Apex provides Vitality with a 5-on-3 that they just couldn't even close out. Brutal stuff. Overtime on the cards. We'll be right back after the break. All right, here with ZywOo, we're gonna run through 15 of your best highlights that we've compiled, and then we're gonna have you rank 10 of them in the top 10. All right, okay. Cue up that first clip. Let's roll, baby. You got some freakish highlights. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Sometimes. Oh, that's gonna fit. Yeah.
You remember this round?
Yeah, I remember. I think the last one is Kojo. I remember.
He's only got one chance.
Did you feel like you were gonna win that at one point?
I mean, when he was the Kojo at the end, I feel like he's just gonna play slow because he plays his style.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's gonna play slow, wait for me to make his movement, to make the mistake. And when I see he's not coming banana, I feel like he was around bank or going around me or something like this.
And I think your barrel showed a little bit and got like a shot out of him early.
Yeah.
Crafty little guy. Are you gonna, just right out of the gates, we'll throw it in the top 10, and then as we go, you can put different clips above and below.
Okay.
And we can keep shuffling out as you feel. You can change it as we go.
Yeah, okay.
What do you remember?
I mean, these two, yeah, these two are clutch.
This is some sick play. He doesn't quite make it across the line. ZywOo wants to pull it across the line. 2 frags.
I don't know who will survive after that.
And now swings out for another. He's a man possessed. He's got 6 HP. It didn't stop him before. And it doesn't stop him again. ZywOo!
Did you know he was throwing that molly? Or did you just peek?
I think at this moment I knew he was test because he was shooting and I see the model.
Okay.
He was last map in best of 5. Everyone was like
exhausted?
Yeah, exhausted. So I think this one you can put it. Like,
put in the top 10?
Yeah, put it. Yeah,
for sure. Lock it in, baby.
This one is strong.
You knew where they were, obviously, if you're playing that.
They were running everywhere.
What do you do? What do you think in that situation? Like, why did you pick that side? If you know they're all running around everywhere, you just like, man, I have to just pick a side of the silent.
Yeah, exactly. I just have to make a decision to watch one side. I mean, I cannot move because every door was open.
Yeah.
So if I have to, I just need to have to wait and kill them because I was fucked if I move or something like this.
Where are we putting that one? You want that in the top 10?
Yeah, top 10. Yeah, you can put it. Yeah, you got some.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, this.
You like this one?
Need him to do a second, perhaps. It's ZywOo trying to do it all.
Yeah, this one is good. Because I remember I failed my first shot, and after that I did this. I was like, okay, okay.
That was so sick.
Seconds. This is either going to be.
You gotta have flashbang, right?
Yeah, I asked Apex to flash me to the smoke, so it was perfect.
This is an eco round though. This is like kind of a risky-ish.
Yeah,
I don't remember the context of the
it can be risky. But I don't remember if the timing at the end. I don't think it's the beginning of the round. I think it's more like
towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Okay.
And also I go with a flash and
yeah.
So yeah. And also the eco. So I don't think they expect me to go to the smoke.
Right.
So I think it can be a good move, but also risky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep that one in there? Or you want to?
Yeah, put it in top 10.
Cool. Welcome back to ESL Pro League playoffs. Overtime here between Outsiders and Vitality. It's been a saving contest, but guess what? They've all got money now, so I better not see a single person back out of a retake. Better not see it once.
Yeah?
I want to see it at all. Get into the action. Now's not the time
The only way
to avoid a loss. Now's the time to play to win.
The only way they could save more is by actually getting overtime, so allowing more of it. I think you're missing the whole point here, Jason. The save wars.
Let's go, baby. Someone changed the philosophy. I like this. Aggression on Catwalk, a little bit of a boost up. Didn't see this a whole lot during the CT half for Vitality, and right away he's going to back off of it.
Yeah, it was actually one of the points that we kept bringing up a lot for regulation is how they just weren't very aggressive on the catwalk, and even if they kind of fall a little bit further back, it's at least a different look. Back, it looks like reloading in the middle of it. They know what's coming, but that HE goes way too far. It's down to the rifle instead, and nearly a double kill, but nice find. Dupree is out of it, and Qikert stopping the rotation. Jason, if you had to pick, what do you think might happen now?
Well, let's see if Apex can get this kill. I know Apex is going to fight for it. Nice dink. Ooh, from B-holes. Qikert, I think, was held back by a flashbang from Jame. And I don't know, fair play to Spinks. I'm not gonna harp on him too much for this save.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Allow
Here's the B-bomb side.
That's a crappy time to switch into a double op setup.
Yes, very, very unfortunate. And also, I mean, there's a whole host of timings there. You know, the double op is one thing, but the fact that the nade goes a little bit too deep, if it had been a little bit further up, he definitely would have had both the kills, right? Because you see Flit is down to 4 health, so that would have been just fine. And if he gets both the kills, presumably Dupree can actually get the AWP into a better position.
Yeah, perhaps.
There's a whole domino kind of timing going on there. Anyway, it is 16-15 with Outsiders now. Ooh, a bit of a lead. Fighting to get to Overpass.
Yeah, Overpass would be the third and deciding map. Vitality did have 2 chances to close this out in regulation. They scuffed them both, and both of them was based off of maybe like the 2 biggest weaknesses that Outsiders realized was a lot of space on Catwalk, and obviously that hit right now that they just took a round off of is the first one in OT. They've ran that about 4 times in regulation on their T side. 1 player throwing a fake in middle on Catwalk, 4 players bursting into the B-bomb site.
Yeah, that's been a little bit of a go-to. And they've indicated once again. Common setup right now. Double situation down in middle, though. And a little bit of a run pass. I think they spotted out Flit. So do they want to try and see if they can maybe catch him? Yeah, there's one nade. Do you have another one? Not quite. I was going to say, it could have been fun if they could have maybe naded him out of the round. Still a 5-on-5 here at over a minute left. Still grouping up in upper dark, though. I mean, if you found the weakness and if Vitality can't fix it...
True. Yeah, we'll keep going back to it. It'll work like Novocaine. Dupree. Ooh, just barely missing the head. There's the jump up. Good damage. Good damage. Flit down to 22. Looks for the follow-up. Smoke fades. Oh, he was narrowly avoiding that danger. A lot of bodies in middle, though, for Outsiders, and they still have not pulled the trigger on Catwalk. Nope, he dropped a smoke and a gun. That's awkward.
Too much. Don't give up that quick. Hop in the middle. Instead of just a full-on B execute, looks like more of a split this time. At least we're kicking down here. Oh, and a nice find. What a headshot to begin with. Oh, this is a big step in the right direction. Magisk, he's going to pick up one, but he spins around for it, and it's a double. And that smoke is providing a little bit of cover for him. He has the right idea. He knows that someone's up there, and it's a triple for Magisk. Oh, and this might be the shutdown. ZywOo sneaking up behind 10 seconds on the clock, and that'll do it. Flit just way too far away. Magisk, an absolutely heroic performance.
Yeah, that's actually unreal. I mean, he's got to take a big risk that no one's coming through that smoke. He's just got to trust that their timing is off, and he's able to get that kill in middle before spinning around. What a beautiful, beautiful defense from Magisk. And I mean, all things considered, as we've seen that B-bomb site at times be a weakness when they've gotten aggressive, Dupree towards the end of regulation did a great job, but Outsiders has exploited it a number of times down the stretch of this map, and Vitality's still not able to find the timing of it to pull a third person over, right? Like, we still haven't been able to see like a really good timing where Apex or ZywOo, as the rotating players, have been able to get involved in a mid to B defense in any meaningful way. So at least, I mean, strategically, Outsiders doing a really good job of concealing when that hit is going to come in.
Yeah, they really are. Norbert dodges the blind shot there from ZywOo and takes up control outside that blue container, which he's been loving. So, and again, slight more aggression. Spinks at least jumping for it out on Catwalk. So it seems like Vitality also have realized some of the weakness, perhaps. It's very difficult to patch the weakness out in the B-bomb side, though, because The only way to probably maybe do that is to put more people there, and that is such a risk. Can obviously have 2B, 1 mid, 2A, but man, that doesn't feel that great for that A bomb side either. Here we go.
Boom. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. And out long we go. ZywOo is up here. So you have to find a way to get past him, or it's not going to be a good time. Shooting at the car, a little bit of indication. Jump down, hope he catches Fame. I thought actually maybe he was going to tag Jame behind him. It looked like almost a 2-for-1.
I was going to say, I thought he was going to double it.
Nice shot from Spinks, and that takes all the attention away. They've taken the entire mid part of this attack out of the calculation. So now it's just Jame. Well, just Jame. Not much he could do in this round here. And ZywOo's going to find him at the end. So well done. 17-16 in favor of Vitality in the first half of overtime.
Yeah, that's well done to recover after that initial B hit to lose the round. Backing it up and doing a very fine job. Yeah, this actually looked like it was going to be very close. Yeah, there's a world. There's a universe. Nice flick is blind. A nice job getting into safety immediately afterwards as well. Whole defense stands tall at the A bomb site. That was a little tense because, I mean, Spinks was the most aggressive player on Catwalk at the railing. If he had gone down, ZywOo would have been exposed. That was right on the edge.
Now Apex has to sort of rewind time quite a bit and think, what actually worked when we were on the T side? What were the weaknesses? Does anyone have anything written down?
Also, I wonder if this half is going to be harder when they actually go for retakes.
You say that like they have to, Jason. But...
Look, I mean, as much as the joke about it is funny, the one retake we saw them do in the first half was in the final round, and it was so good. Yeah, it was a 3-on-3 retake that was executed absolutely perfectly.
Yes. They were worried, and they still might be, about the potential for a B hit, and they're not wrong. So
No.
Great read for the defense right now. Outsiders making a perfect call.
Yeah.
They have everyone in position. This is how you want to try and stop it, and especially with Jame back here on the plateau, gonna get that kill, and follow-up is perfect, and there's nothing left. This is already shut down.
19 is the magic number that we're looking for to take Dust2. Magisk, ZywOo, and Spinks gonna have to readjust on the map, and up towards the A bomb site, they might have a window of opportunity, even in a 2-man deficit. They don't have a whole lot of utility to work with, but if Spinks can wreak havoc in middle, him and ZywOo, if enough pressure can be applied to Catwalk to pull these players into the open, that's what they wanted, but they missed the chance. Actually, they didn't even do any damage. They missed all the shots.
Nice HEs in return. Magisk up here. He's gonna have one shot of this. If he misses it, and Qikert can duck back down behind the box, he's dead. Oh, they don't know about it yet. They still don't know. This is very awkward. They haven't checked at all.
I know.
Magisk, though, he's going to get one of them. Is he around? No, he's not. On the bomb site itself, Qikert is ready and waiting, and ZywOo's going to get caught. They're running out of time, so he just had to try and go for it. It's going to be tied up, 17-17.
Funnily enough, Flit, like, coming up the railing like that might have just saved the day. Like,
Yes.
Flit getting killed in that fashion, it just let Qikert know exactly what was happening. Magisk continued to crawl up in that fashion. I think he clears out the bomb site. You know, I don't think Qikert even realizes it's a possibility.
But there is a world in which Magisk goes and hard clears to his
To the right instead of the left, yeah.
And then maybe he gets both of them.
17-17. Ooh, narrow miss on the cross. Spinks is out long towards blue bin.
Yeah, deep smoke as well in the middle on the T side of the door, so trying to put some pressure on, maybe even force Vitality to use some grenades to clear out lower dark, even though nobody's actually there. Oh, nice flashbang. Norbert's been a bit of a revelation out on long. Look at the kills now on the scoreboard for outside. Except for Jame, who's at 14, they're all somewhere between 20 and 22. So we're still at 25. I feel like he's been there for a minute now. He kind of is the super weapon that Vitality have in moments like these. It wouldn't be unheard of that this is where you pull out the ZywOo card, he gets you a couple of multi-kills, and that's it. That's what they got to be banking on, or hoping for.
Deep utility. Magisk trying to create something. Back up towards Catwalk. 3 players in the B bomb site for outsiders. They've got a good read of the scenario at the moment. Jame gonna be blinded off the angle. Gonna readjust and grab a new one, but they have no more flashbangs after that one. They need to get into the site off that second flash. Jame just misses the scalp, and he's gonna tuck himself behind the long corner. We've got a 5-on-4 retake.
So you do, and they don't have that many nades left. Nicely, a little bit of utility there. Smoke goes out fairly early on in the retake, so that's from the Vitality side. They put that up to try and buy a little bit of space. Magisk running for it. Surely that's been heard. Fame, though, hoping that he's going to come back, but at least they can call it out and say there is somebody out there on long that could be flanking. So James should be aware that something's going on. Flit's going to be hitting the deck, and now it's back into a 4-on-4. James not aware. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe I just made that up. Norbert's going to be going down, and Fame 1 versus 3, trying to see if he can get back into it. Goes for the spray, and it's a good shot to begin with. He's got no more chances, though. Magisk will take him down. And that's 18-17, a chance for Vitality.
Yeah, I think Magisk avoided all that information gathering in lower dark. Somehow that didn't cross. And also, I mean, it put dupreeh in a weird spot as well. You could see him kind of tucked in the open on Catwalk, not able to find any safety. He's even getting pinched and flanked from Catwalk itself. This is a phenomenal opening kill for Apex to grab before things begin. That was a really important kill, and that is almost I'm not going to say a miracle shot, but in a close retake.
Certainly a ZywOo shot.
Yeah, it's a big boy play. Third chance that Vitality's had to put away and eliminate outsiders.
Nice flashbang. And the fact that they see that boost means they know where 2 of them are, which means it's unlikely that it's another 3-man setup at the B-bomb side at the very least. Now, they're quite far away, so maybe you don't just want to pull the trigger on a straight-out mid-rush, but some good info to get to start with. A lot of utility used by outsiders already, in fact. Weakness seems to be maybe actually a mid to B split right now would be the most damaging, because James would have to fall back down in the CT spawn with an AWP and probably gonna get smoked out from there. Yeah,
I think so far Vitality's really happy to force him off that angle. Smoke down towards long corner for Vitality. They've got 2 remaining for the long cross. Qikert's gonna get aggressive inside the smoke though. And James is challenging as well. Meanwhile, Norbert around the edge of the smoke on Catwalk finds 1. This is so dangerous.
Yeah, especially for Qikert, but they might line up right next to him. They might bump into him, in fact. Oh, Spinks is going to take him down, but look at the push through the middle. They find Magisk, and this seems like a bit of a shutdown. ZywOo, he got the kill on James jumping. That's crazy. And there's another one. He drops Norbert. It's back into a 2-on-2. Somehow they're back into it here. 2-on-4, and now they've equalized it. They're going to get the bomb plant down, and Outsiders trying to relocate, but is that actually going to help them?
Might catch him off guard. I think ZywOo's a little bit scared to get all the way down towards pit. It's not planted for him.
Apex, you're still looking at Catwalk. Oh, they might line up. Oh, this is very scary. The tower is up, but ZywOo sees almost a 2-for-1, and that is it. They're at the semi-finals. Vitality, they live through the Outsiders scare and defeat them in overtime.
Oh, they lived through a marathon. What a grimy game that had to be. 3rd time's the charm. Vitality shut him down. That is a very long, exhausting series. Beautiful stuff. A great series. I mean, great 3rd map as well from ZywOo. Yeah. I think you look down the stretch, has a little bit of a quiet map, but Magisk and dupreeh having huge impact for Vitality in key moments.
Yeah, you've got